Hope everyone's having a great day. This is Jay from J&D's Retirement Journey. Please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. It'll really help out the channel. And again, it's totally free. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and the bell notification. Thanks again for watching the video. What am I buying after I complete my goal on the Schwab High Dividend EFT SCHD? We got Vanguard and S&P 500 EFT VU. We got the Vanguard High Dividend Yield EFT VYM. We got JPMORGAN Equity Premium Income EFT JEPI. We have the Schwab Fundamental U.S. Broad Market EFT. And we have the Schwab Fundamental U.S. Large Company EFT. I'm pretty sure you can't go wrong with any of these, but let's dig into the numbers. Let's take a look at the fund strategies here. VU, the investment seeks to track the performance of the Standard & Poor's 500 index. VYM, the investment seeks to track the performance of the FTSE High Dividend Yield Index that measures the investment return of common stocks of companies that are characterized by high dividend yield. JEPI, the investment seeks current income while maintaining prospects for capital appreciation. FNDB, the investment seeks to track as closely as possible the return of the Russell 5000 U.S. Index. FNDX, the investment seeks to track as closely as possible the return of the Russell 5000 U.S. Large Company Index. The only fund that is actively managed would be JEPI. The summary, let's start with the Vanguard S&P 500 EFT. It's a large blend. The expense ratio is 0.03, which is great. Total assets, 687, and it's been around since 2010. The Vanguard High Dividend Yield Index Fund. Large value. The expense ratio is 0.06, still really low. The total assets are 60.7 billion, and it's been around since 2006. JEPI, relatively new fund. It's derivative income. The expense ratio is a little higher because it's actively managed. It's 0.35, and it has 27.9 billion of assets, and it's been around about 3 years, since 2020. Schwab Fundamental U.S. Broad Market Index EFT. It's a large value. The net expense ratio is 0.25, 510 million total assets. It's a little smaller. It's been around since 2013. Schwab Fundamental U.S. Large Company Index. Large value, 0.25. The expense ratio, it has about 11.5 billion total assets, and it's been around since 2013. As we look at the quotes here, what they closed at as of Friday, 7/14/2023, VU was 412. The 52-week range was 319 to 414. So it's been up quite a bit. It's been doing good this year. We're looking at VYM, 106. The 52-week range has been 94 to 113. JEPI, it's $55 and change. The 52-week range has been 49 to 57. FNDB, the Schwab U.S. Broad Market Index, EFT, it's at about 57. It's been up the 52-week range between 46 and almost 58. And the U.S. Large Company Index, the Schwab, price is 58, and it's been between 47 and 58 this year. This is my favorite part. Getting passive income. The yields. A VU has a distribution yield of 1.52. VYM, since it's a dividend EFT, has a little higher here, 3.14. JEPI has the most of the whole group since they're an income EFT. They're 10.92 and they're monthly. Everyone else is quarterly, the distribution. FNDB is 1.92 and FNDX is 1.94. And here you could see the PEs and the price to book value. You guys go down this list here and you take a look for yourselves. All this information is right off the Charles Schwab website. That is the broker I use. Any broker, you'll be able to dig in and get this information. Before you invest in anything, do your research. Talk with your financial planner. I am not a financial planner. And guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like notification. Thanks so much. As we dig in, Morningstar gives VU 5 and 4 stars. VYM has 4 and 3 stars as you look down here. JEPI has 4 stars. 4 stars for FNDB. FNDX has 5 stars. So these are all good funds. I'm pretty sure you can't go wrong with any of them, depending on what your objectives are. So some are income derived funds, some are large blend. So you got to talk with your financial planner and see what you guys want to do. A $10,000 investment in these funds over 10 years. Let's see who's ahead here. Looks like FNDX and FNDB are the winners here. And JEPI looks like is on the bottom, so is VYM. And VU is following the S&P index like it should. Now we go over here. And 10 years, the growth of 10,000. It looks like it's actually the same two leading the way, FNDX and FNDB. And again, JEPI's on the bottom here. As we go to 3 years, and this is counting capital gains and dividends being reinvested. Righty. It looks like JEPI's still on the bottom here, and the same two are on top after 3 years of growth. And as we look at 1 year, the S&P and VU are on top. JEPI's in third place, and VYM is on the bottom. And those are the numbers. You guys decide what you think is best. This chart here gives you the monthly returns since inception. We're going all the way down to the bottom here. VU's been around since 2010. They're close to 14%. VYM has been around since 2006. They're about at 8%. JEPI has been around since, I believe it's only been around for 3 years, since 2020. They're at 13%. The Schwab Fundamental U.S. Broad Market Index, they've been around since 2013, and they're about at 11%. And the Schwab Fundamental U.S. Large Company Index has been around since 2013, and they've done about a little bit over 11%. Let's take a look at the portfolio of all these EFTs. VU has total holdings of 508 companies. Their turnover is 2%. Percent of assets in top 10 are 30. And they're basically in large companies, stocks, all stocks, 99.73. You're looking at VYM. They have 469 holdings. Turnover, portfolio turnover is 9%, which is kind of high fees, more fees. Percentage of assets in top 10, 25%. And again, they're almost 100% in stocks. JEPI, they have 136 holdings, 15% in the top 10, and 86% in stocks. And you can see the breakdown. It says other there, the other big 13% there. The Schwab U.S. Board Market EFT, they have they have a lot of holdings, 1,730, very diversified, 12% turnover, which is a little high, 19% the top 10 holdings, and almost all in stocks. The U.S. Large Company Index, the Schwab, 732 holdings, turnover is 12%, 21% top 10 holdings, and basically all in stocks. The top 10 holdings are very fun. We're going to start with VU. They have Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Google C, Class Stock, Meta A, Berkshire, Tesla, and United Health. As we go over to a VYM, Exxon, Johnson & Johnson, JPMORGAN, Procter & Gamble, Broadcom, Chevron, Home Depot, Merck, Pepsi, and AbbVie. As we go to JEPI, they have Adobe, Amazon, Microsoft, MasterCard, Comcast, Visa, Accenture, Progressive Corp, Pepsi, and the Hershey Company. One of my favorites, Hershey, I like them. FNDB, Apple, Microsoft, Berkshire, Meta, JPMorgan, Exxon, Intel, Amazon, AT&T. Oh, that's not doing too good. Walmart. We go over here in the same FNDX. We got Apple, Microsoft, Berkshire, Meta. Actually, they have the same top 10. Yeah, basically the same top 10. Different orders, but the same top 10. The sector weightings. You guys could basically go down the list here for all the companies. Take a quick look. You have communication services, consumer discretionary, consumer staples, energy, financials, healthcare, industrials, IT, materials, real estate, and utilities. They all have a little bit of everything. All right, guys, this slide basically goes over market cap, gives you the percentages between giant and micro companies invested in these EFTs. We go down to regional exposure. You could see it by basically the region. As we shoot over to the next slide, you see the top 5 countries, basically all in the U.S., most of these investments. Again, thanks again for watching this video. Hope this information helped. Talk with your financial planner. Do your research before you invest in anything. Good luck, guys.